Well, it is official. Marvel and DC confirm no new comics.
This is a video from Arch City Comics, I believe. Here, Arch City Comics is a lot of fun. So, thanks. Go subscribe to Arch City Comics if you enjoy this video.
This is the world famous Arch City Comics, and I am Adam AF. If you're not already subscribed, please do so and make sure you've got that bell rung for notifications so you can stay up to date on all things Arch City. So this definitely is not new news for anybody out there that follows the mainstream pros, quote pros, on social media. There was all kinds of tweets out like this one from Mrs. G. Willow Wilson saying she just got the first of the dreaded pencils down emails. I imagine there will be more. It was inevitable after the store closures and Diamond announcements. Sending love to all my comics people, artists, writers, retailers, editors, fans. This really sucks. It does suck to especially be in the mainstream now because they don't have a job. They've all been laid off. And this tweet right here actually it born a new hashtag that I've grown quite fond of, and that is pencils down. If you search this on Twitter, you'll find all kinds of well, I told you so, basically tweets. You know, these people have been just disgusting human beings on social media for years, and there's receipts of all of it. These people don't really deserve to have a job anyhow, but that's beside the point. The point I wanted to get to today is that it's official. This is it. Marvel and DC have both confirmed no new comics, and this just comes on the heels of DC announcing that they would be offering full returnability for their comics for the foreseeable future. But now it's looking like they're not going to have to. There's nobody's printing comics. I'm really not sure why they announced that in the first place, because that was just a few days ago that they said that they would offer this returnability program like Image, IDW, Alterna. They said that from the get-go before Diamond even closed its doors. So I thought that was kind of a strange announcement anyway. But now they're saying nothing new is coming out. We are going to get the digital first that were already going to come out from DC this week. That includes Batman The Adventure Continues #1, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. Gen Lock #14 and Teen Titans Go to Camp #6, along with several back issue books and digital collection. Marvel, on the other hand, is releasing no digital comics following Diamond Comic Distributors' decision to cease shipments. So, if you're looking for new material from the big two over the next couple of weeks, you are not going to find it. The only comics that are being produced right now are, hate to say it, well actually I love to say it, they're Comicsgate books. Because Comicsgate uses small printers for small print runs, and they're not shut down. Many of these are still fully functional, fully operational, and they're going to continue to print books. I just got 2 books yesterday. I got Magic Cop and I got Captain USA. Both are still in demand. You can order them and have them delivered to you most likely within the next week or so. So if you're really hurting on comic books, you just need to go on to Indiegogo and see who's in demand and currently fulfilling. So when I was looking up information on these new closures, I thought this was really interesting. So Polygon has an article here. Marvel and DC are taking steps to save comic book shops disrupted by the beer virus. This was 7 hours ago. So I clicked on this article, and of course it was just it was clickbait. This is a really good article, but it has nothing to do with that title that they've got on Google there. As you can see, this isn't even it's not even the same title here on the actual page. Beer virus measures are challenging the very core of the comics industry. Like I said, really great article, but it has nothing to do with saving the comic book shops. They're in dire straits right now. We had a discussion last week actually on what steps shops should be taking to evolve in this day and age. and it honestly is stuff that we were taking into consideration before Diamond even announced that it was closing its doors. So that's basically it. Comic shops are going to have to evolve, unfortunately, or they are just going to shrivel up and cease to exist. It sucks, but that's just kind of how the market is. DC had announced originally that it was still going to release the books digitally, just not in the shops, because they see the digital audience as separate from your brick and mortar classic comic book fans who like that collectible paper in their hands. But it's honestly, it's incredibly unfair to those people who like to collect the books, because they're not going to waste. I'm one of those people. I don't want to waste money on digital books. They're just not worth it to me. Um, the Batman the Adventure Continues. I was going to wait till it actually hit shops. I think it was like it was supposed to be like the week after New Comic Book Day, I believe. But now that's not going to happen. So I might pick that one up digital only, because it's actually only going to be 99 cents. So that's, it's a buck. If it sucks, I'm not really out anything. So that's the big thing, though. There's tons. There are a lot of articles being published right now over the last 2 days. They're short. They're nothing but hearsay. There's no real information in any of them. Of course, Bleeding Cool had to get an article in there as well, but it didn't really say anything. Yeah, all these articles, there's nothing really here. Everything's up in the air. Nobody really knows what's going to happen from day to day at this point. But one thing that I do know is that Comicscape books are still going to be made, and they're still going to be printed and shipped. So if you're really looking for that comic book fix, fear not, because you will be taken care of right here in Comicsgate. I promise you that. There's many books, many varieties to choose from, and you just got to look and see what pertains to you the best. Like I said, you got Magic Cop and Cyborg USA that are currently in demand and shipping. Captain Love, Book 1 is still in demand. He just launched Book 2 with great success. Tons others that I don't have a list in front of me right now, but all you got to do is look if you want those comic books. So we will keep you updated as this progresses if we find out anything more. But the big thing here is there's nothing coming out of the big two. They're not going to do anything until Diamond decides it's going to reopen its doors, and nobody knows when that's going to be. More and more states are going on the lockdown, the shelter in place, the close of non-essential businesses. Like I've said before, my local comic book shop has been closed for going on 3 weeks now. You definitely have to go across the river if you want to go into a comic book store, and I don't even know if those you can actually walk in. I know some of them are doing, the curbside delivery, which is kind of cool, but you actually have to know what you want. I always like browsing through the shop. That's half the fun. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Go back Comicscape books, check them out, give them a chance. I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed, and we will see where the industry goes from here. Yes, we will. Sound off in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down, and make sure you're subscribed with that bell rung. Until next time, adios.